We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. It's interleague baseball next on the show. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
In now is John Jay, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone. He's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Leury Garcia is the second out of the opening frame.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Full count now, 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out. So he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Michael Kopech will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
1-1 now to Zobrist. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring a minority.
In now, Albert Almora. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
Zobrist on second. Almora at first with no outs. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. But the throw is well up the line and a second run's going to score.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and a chance to add to his National League RBI lead if he can deliver right here.
And that's what you want from your corner outfielders. Not every guy fits that mold, but you got to love having a guy you can stick out there and just let him mash when he comes to the plate.
The 1-1. Oh. This ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. And that is 27 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Into the corner and slicing foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He starts the day leading the entire NL in slugging. You talk about power. He's got more than enough power. He's definitely fun to watch and a pretty safe bet that he's going to put on a good show in this one.
Here's Javier Baez. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Still only 1 out in the inning. A little roller toward the hole. And there are 2 away now. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Pops this one up. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 2nd inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubs are on top 4-0. So here's Daniel Palka now. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
The 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. One and two to the White Sox catcher.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. So bases are empty here with two gone, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 4-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Here's a ball hit softly down to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. One there on to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward.
Now batting, the second baseman, Zobrist.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ben Zobrist. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. Goins has got it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they're in front 4-0. Now in the box, Ryan Cordell. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Popped him up. Baez is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Into the box now, Ryan Goins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2 and 2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting none.
At the plate, Michael Kopech. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. This one's down to third. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail here 4-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. High in the air into shallow left center. Cordell on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. The 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Ready to take his hacks again, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Cordell is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 4-0. Digging in to try it again. John Jay back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. This is pulled into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Left side. And the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Almora is going to get there. 2 down. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring forward the power bat of Daniel Palka. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Palka puts a good swing on it, and there's a ball carrying to deep right field. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 28 on the season, and the White Sox get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 game.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Into the box now, Wellington Castillo. 2-1.
2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Tim Anderson. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. In now, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is line to left. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the 2nd out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Digging in, Jose Quintana. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count.
2 strikes.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Grounded back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Into the box, Ryan Goins. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Michael Kopech, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, John Jay.
So runners at first and second here with one away, and that'll bring in the left-handed hitting John Jay. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Settling in now, Leury Garcia. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Now batting, Jason Hayward. The 1-1. And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. And there's one down now.
Now back.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. A bouncer to the left side. Garcia comes up with it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Schwarber has it in his sights. 1 out.
Now batting.
1 out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring forward the power bat of Daniel Palka.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Digging in once again, Wellington Castillo. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, Tim Anderson. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
1-2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. White Sox leave 1, still down by a count of 4-2. So striding in, Chris Bryant. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle
Jace Fry takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
For the White Sox, number 57, Jace Fry.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jay has a read on it. He's got it one away. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Bryant stands at first with one out. Line drive to center field. Cordell is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 6 full. The Cubs lead this one 4-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Striding in, Ryan Cordell. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Popped him up. Rizzo moving to his left. 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Ryan Goins. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Baez waits on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. James McCann will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 33, James McCann.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Now another 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. Cubs lead it 4-2. Evan Marshall is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 59, Evan Marshall.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Catcher,
yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Wilson Contreras is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
One and one, here it is. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now at the plate, John Jay. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Next for Chicago, the third baseman, Leury Garcia.
Ready now, Leury Garcia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
The batter.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep them.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from third. And just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game.
Now back.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He having to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Into the box, Daniel Palka. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in to bat next, the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Ready on 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 3. Into the box now, Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 2-1. Uh-oh, he missed it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
The center fielder.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-1 home. Hit to short. Anderson brings it in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's now 6-3.
I know one thing with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well, so I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Cordell. And that's the third out. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's the Cubs 6 and the White Sox 3. Stepping in, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana.
For the Cubs.
So he'll leave after 8 strong innings, as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. So striding forward now, Ryan Goins. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. The White Sox down to their last strike. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Almora. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Cubs put up a 4-spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Jose Quintana notches his 3rd win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Steve Cishek hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and they left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.